So hello everyone, it's Miro from Struggle and Swords. Yes, I was meant to make a little bit more of these videos, but instead I've been busy otherwise getting gold medals around the world. So instead of 5 videos, I got 5 gold medals. Now I'm finally getting on track and making these videos. So this is mostly going to be a recap of the time since the last video until this day. So quite soon after the initial video, there was Helsinki Longsword Open, which has been a tournament that I've attended many times. It's basically my kind of home tournament. It is mostly organized by my home club EHMS, and this was the first time I finally managed to win that tournament. It was maybe an omen to name my channel Struggle and Swords. Because even though I in the end got the gold, it was the most amount of struggling I've done for a while in a tournament. So I wasn't during the pool phase in the beginning. I did well. I think there I was relaxed and fenced quite well. But once there was quite a long break between the pool phase and the eliminations. And once I got to the eliminations, the struggling started. I did manage to win all my fights, but maybe not necessarily as cleanly as I wanted to. The 2 matches in the eliminators got very, very close. With both of them, maybe my mindset wasn't what it's supposed to be. I don't think I respected my opponents enough. And but then I did happily. I had Eetu Sipilä in my corner to pull me out of the fire. Quite literally, so thank you Eetu for cornering me there. The tightest match I had, or the most difficult, and the one I'm actually most proud of, was the semi-final against my clubmate Ville Välimäki, who is an awesome fencer. Managed to literally eke it out in the very last exchange. In that match I think I fenced quite okay. I fenced better, but with Ville it's always difficult because he's a very skilled fencer. His fencing is very anxiety-inducing because he doesn't react too much to your feints. He'll stare you down, make you do the first move, and then obviously because he's my clubmate, there's always this kind of thing that happens when you're fighting between clubmates, because he knows how I fence, I know how he fences, and then we both are kind of guessing, did you bring something new to the table for this event? But I managed to eke it out in the last exchange, and then in the final I fought Henry Reynolds, and that was good. This was a significant win for me because I've never won HLO before, so this was my first breaking of the curse of the year. Then approximately a month later there was FechtBerg in Poland, and that went well. That was yet another curse broken. I've never medaled in Poland before. With the combination of the first time I was unprepared for the rule set, and then just overall Poland is the most difficult environment to compete, in my opinion. It has to do with I think with the floor being the most high. It's even the pool phases you need to work. But nonetheless, I managed to get the win in the final against Zimowit, and got my first Polish medal, happily it being gold. Then yet again, a month later, I competed in the United States in SoCal sword fight, which is the largest HEMA tournament by numbers. I believe there is about 500 people in the longsword category, if I'm not mistaken, but it is split into tiers, so A tier, B tier, C and so forth. Got the 8-tier gold. After FechtBerg, I must admit that it felt almost easy. And the main difference being that a lot of the Polish fencers fight a lot for the distance, they fight a lot for the right to start, whereas in America the way to fight is a lot closer to my comfort zone, so people will just kind of accept distance and accept trading blows. And especially coming from doing the Polish tournament, it felt quite a lot easier than it even should have, which obviously good for me because then I managed to get the win there as well. And after that, yet again a month goes by. We get to May, and then the kind of main event of this year, London HEMA Open. This is my third time attending London HEMA Open, and was the third time winning as well. The difference this year was that it was the highest rated longsword event, at least in Europe, ever. And in final I got to defeat my favorite nemesis, Ante Kopritsky, who's a great friend, sir, and quite friend. By the way, I'm currently shooting this video in Warsaw, visiting him, and also we had Stephen Cheney come over, and kind of the three of us created a cool influx of highly rated fencers coming in. However, I was not done. A couple of weeks later, I was competing. Well, by the end of May, I was competing yet again, but this time in a new continent, so all the way to Australia. I went to War in the West and managed to get the victory there. Similarly to beginning of the year, where in HLO I didn't feel like I performed as good as I wanted to, in the sense of like my fencing, my cleanliness of my fencing, the actions I did. But I think that speaks to some level of accepting the struggle, let's say, is that I found a way to win, even though it seemed very difficult to get there. And yeah. And now we are here in the beginning of June. I did a crazy traveling thing of after the tournament in Perth, we flew to New Zealand with my girlfriend, traveled there, did a teaching gig in Auckland, and like we drove 2,000 kilometers in approximately 8 days. Saw beautiful sights. I'm gonna post some videos and photos from there as well. And but after we came back, a refreshing 40-hour travel, including a 24-hour flight from Sydney to London, with like a weird 20-minute layover in Singapore. I came home. I was home for 23 hours, I believe, and then I flew here to Poland. Originally, I had promised Antek that I would compete in Blackhorns Cup if I beat him in London, but then I looked at my schedule and realized already in London, like after the match was done, that hey Antek, sorry, I need to dodge this one, which was good because I was quite tired when I got back, and then although it was good for the mind to relax for a week and a half or almost 2 weeks of not fencing, it would have not been the best preparation for a tournament. So instead I just taught a workshop in Blackhorns Cup, and then I judged, which also quite tiring. And now I've been well, this part of the trip, the last part of the trip, we went to Antek's summer cottage with a good group of friends. So it was Antek, Mikolai Kolodje, Mark Wilkie, Tom Crickmore, and MJ Ma, and we had a good time. We had nice fencing in the forest, and some relaxation, some bettering of the world, talking about where should we allow puffy pants in fencing and where not. And this week I've spent here in Warsaw. I'm gonna teach a workshop. It's Friday today, so I'm teaching a HLO workshop, surprise, surprise, to academia, and then you put the Polish word here because I have tried learning to pronounce that word for a couple of years, and every time I say it, all the Polish people look at me funny. So I'm just gonna refrain from saying it at all. Yeah, so yeah, and yesterday we had David, Clark, and Megan from Sellsword Arts come over. They happened to be in Poland, so I messaged them like, hey, would you? We already met in SoCal, so I was like, hey, would you guys want to come and have some sparring with me, Antek, and Mikolai? So that was like a nice thing to do yesterday, is to like spar with some friends, get some footage, hopefully some good highlights. Yeah, So that's what I've been up to. Now I solemnly promise to everyone, and especially James Riley, who made me get this camera, or he gave me this camera, so maybe he's now a sponsor of Struggle and Swords, to make more videos. Both these where I'm talking a little bit, but then also more highlights, maybe some technical parts. Let me know what you want me to ramble on about or shoot videos. Thank you everyone, and keep struggling.